This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, messy weather is upon us and advisories are carrying over into the evening.
And at that, let's get right to a first check of our forecast to start us off.
Thank you so much, Beth and Peter. Happy Friday. Wow, the weekend's around the corner. Our first weather today is brought to you by Goose River Farm Meat Store. All right, what a messy system we just had. Still a couple of flurries lingering in the area. Some lighter snow showers will be moving out very, very shortly. But look up north, though, lots of heavy snow still lingering in the area. Visibilities are pretty low here in town. We're only at a 2-mile visibility. Millinocket 1 mile, and in some spots closer to 0 with all that snow blowing around across the area. We do still have some winter weather advisories that are in effect till around 10 p.m. tonight. And same things with some winter storm warnings up north. Millinocket and north of that with a little bit more snow still left over. Maybe another inch to 2 there. Tonight, though, temperatures will be dropping into the teens, so everything will be refreezing, folks. Please take extra precautions by those morning hours. Beth and Peter?
Alrighty, Conrad, thanks so much. Well, when you dial 911, the expectation is that within minutes, first responders, including the police, will arrive. But police chiefs say what the public doesn't see is that their departments are stretched thin because of staffing issues. So while they do what they have to do to keep answering those calls, in most departments, the staffing challenges are taking their toll. In this installment of our Law Enforcement Town Hall, we ask some of our community's top cops, are they understaffed? And if so, why?
By a show of hands, who amongst you would list staffing as either the biggest problem facing your department or at least say top 3? In terms of, so that's everyone.
Police departments from Bangor, Brewer, Bucksport, Vesey, Ellsworth, and Belfast all the way to Gorham tell us they are either just getting to the other side of exhaustive hiring processes or are still struggling to bring people on.
Really understaffed.
Really? Okay.
Detective division has got openings. Patrol still has openings.
When I took over in May, we were down 6 positions. And since then, I've been fortunate that we were able to fill all of them. But it was really a team effort all summer long.
We've been understaffed for on and off for about a year.
In the 6 years that I've been the chief, it's almost exclusively we've been down every year, year after year.
It's a frustrating problem with multiple factors fueling it. Brewer Public Safety Director Jason Moffett also teaches criminal justice at Husson University. He says that negative public perception is turning young people away from his profession.
What I hear from a lot of people is that they that is becoming less appealing to them now because of that, from the the negative publicity associated with law enforcement and what's going on a national scale.
The chiefs say the sharp rise in mental health and homelessness-related calls are also off-putting to potential recruits.
Like you said, you go on one mental health call for the day, which is now considered police work, they say, and it could take you 3-4 half your shift on that one call. So, and I just don't think that that's people that really want to be police officers, and the definition of a police officer, they're just not interested in doing that.
There's also been a shift in priorities. Gone, they say, are the days when officers stayed with the same department for decades and clamored after overtime. The demand for a better work-life balance and higher pay have bred more turnover.
Again, the generation is very interested in working 40 hours, weekends, nights off. Those would all be great if they could happen. But as we know here, we're a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week business, and we've got to make sure that we're available when those calls come in.
And the calls certainly do keep coming in, so what are they to do? Well, in our next installment, we take a look at how those staffing challenges are affecting police departments, including the work they do and the work they can't get to as a result.
In other news tonight, Governor Mills has requested a federal disaster declaration for 7 Maine counties following the strong December storm that left tens of thousands of people in the dark for Christmas. More than 300,000 Maine homes and businesses lost electricity during the storm that began on December 23rd, and about 40,000 were still in the dark Christmas night. In a letter to the president, Governor Mills explained that the storm caused coastal flooding and road washouts, wind damage, and other problems. If approved, the request would unlock federal funding for public infrastructure repairs.
Meanwhile, the governor has declared February 20th through the 27th as Maine Unclaimed Property Week. While it's not a recognized holiday, the state's treasurer says it is a good chance to find out if you have money coming to you and didn't realize it. Treasurer Henry Beck says every year tens of millions of dollars go unclaimed by Maine residents.
Whether it's uncashed checks or dormant bank accounts or insurance refunds, it goes unclaimed and it comes to our office. And so all year round, but especially this week, we want to get the word out and get people back their money.
The state is currently holding over $300 million in unclaimed property. To find out if some of it may belong to you or someone you know, you can go to maineunclaimedproperty.gov.
Julia Muncy was recently appointed president and CEO for the Maine State Chamber of Commerce. Muncy will be the first woman to hold that position. Our AJ Douglas sat down with Muncy, who says she's excited to partner with business owners and legislators in hopes of growing Maine's economy.
Do you have any ideas at all or goals when it comes to recruiting and assisting businesses with that recruiting aspect?
Well, I think what's really exciting is that this issue of workforce is something that's on the governor's radar screen. It's on the Department of Economic and Community Development radar. We've got so many different organizations across the state working, and I think if we can sort of come together with a vision of how we can attract people and encourage them to be in business, we will make some progress. The one good thing is Maine, over the past 3 years, has really been identified as a place that people want to move to. They want to live here, and they want to work here.
Well, following Thursday's Maine Supreme Court ruling, the corporation behind a proposed salmon farm has one more barrier to face now in its attempt to set up shop along Penobscot Bay in Belfast. Our AJ Douglas heard from a local leader about why the city is behind the project.
A dispute over property ownership was decided Thursday in Maine's Supreme Court after a justice decided Jeffrey Mabee and Judith Grace are the true owners of a stretch of intertidal land. The decision could bring a halt to Nordic Aqua Farm's persistent attempts to develop a salmon farm along Penobscot Bay. I spoke with the mayor of Belfast to learn why city officials support the project.
Creation of jobs. I think the original build out was estimated to be around 500 million over time, which would be enormous tax relief for our citizens. I think it's been very important to me and the council throughout this 5-6 year period and ongoing that we maintain our end of the bargain.
After Mabee and Grace were ruled the rightful landowners, their attorney, Kim Irvin Tucker, says the legal matter is simple.
It doesn't matter how wonderful the city council in Belfast think this project is. If my clients do not want this project on their land, they have an absolute constitutional right to deny Nordic the right to take their land for that purpose.
Conservation protections were granted by Mabee to Upstream Watch and later assigned to Friends of Harriet L. Hartley Conservation Area to preserve the land where Nordic wants to build. Furthermore, court documents state the original deed outlines that land must be used for residential purposes only, preventing any construction for business purposes.
The Nordic wanted to dredge a giant 30-foot wide, 10-foot deep trench through the intertidal land to put these pipes.
The Belfast City Council is seeking to continue moving forward with Nordic Aqua Farms despite the ruling.
The council voted in August of 2021 to exercise something that is called eminent domain, which is used for public good.
Tucker says the city's attempt to use eminent domain to acquire the property does not apply in this particular dispute.
Take their land for a public purpose, like a school or road or something, but they can't take land to give to Nordic to put its pipes.
AJ Douglas, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, tourney time means big business all over the city of Bangor.
We'll speak with 2 local restaurants to hear what they're expecting this weekend. That story and much more after this.
My family and I are proud to offer you the best value for your money at the Furniture Gallery. Dining sets for dinner parties. How about a living room set for movie night? New mattresses for a comfortable night's sleep. At the Furniture Gallery, it's always a great time to buy. Maine family owned and operated.
Welcome to the Yard Goods Center in Waterville, Maine. We're a local family business since 1949. We carry over 600 different types of hand knitting yarns from Maine and all over the world. And yes, we love Barocco. Beginner or a pro, you will find all the right tools and inspiration at the Yard Goods Center. We offer knitting classes Monday through Saturday. Come to the Yard Goods Center in Waterville, Maine and become part of our family and our happy place.
This November, you'll vote on a costly scheme to radically change Maine's electric grid. Pine Tree Power would create a quasi-governmental owned utility. It puts partisan politicians in charge of electricity and will cost Mainers $13.5 billion. It will mean higher electric bills, and proponents have no plan to improve reliability or service. Vote no on the costly electric scheme. It's a bad idea for Maine.
Winter was welcome about 2 months ago. Now, some think it's overstayed its welcome. It's not going anywhere soon. So, we will have to get away to someplace sunny, to someplace warm, someplace away from winter. Let's begin at Bangor International Airport, the official airport of making tomorrow's winter break memories. Today, flybangor.com.
Where will your new Chevy take you this year? Anywhere. Find new experiences, find new roads. Drive yours away this President's Day. Qualified lessees with a current eligible lease can get this Silverado for $399 a month. Or current Chevy owners can get $3,250 total cash allowance when you purchase.
My family and I are proud to offer you the best value for your money at the Furniture Gallery. Shop local rather than the big box stores. When you buy local, you help keep more dollars in your community. Shop local, save money. The Furniture Gallery, Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, Newport, and North Windham.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, it is tourney time.
That's right, and our Tyler Cruz is live at the Cross Insurance Center with all our coverage. Tyler, what's going on down there?
Hey, Pete and Beth, thank you guys. I am here at the Cross Insurance Center for the 2023 Maine High School Basketball Tournament. Over the next 8 or 9 days here, the entire state's eyes will be on the hardwood as all the teams compete for 5 gold balls to be handed out. Right now, the Class B girls quarterfinals are underway. We have 2 girls quarterfinals matchup, followed by 2 boys quarterfinals matchups. We'll have all those highlights for you tonight at 10 and 11. In the early game at 4 o'clock, Ellsworth was they beat MDI in that quarterfinal round. Number 3 Ellsworth, number 6 MDI, and they set a record too. 11 made threes. That ties a record for Class B North girls playoff action. They will move on to the semifinals. They'll play the winner of Caribou and Foxtrot. It's halftime right now in that one. Score 35-19. Caribou, they are the 2 seed in the tournament. I'll be here all night. Our boys' games follow suit right at 7 o'clock after this with Orono and Caribou. Ryan Sudol is down at the Augusta Civic Center where the A North girls quarterfinals action is underway. In the first round of that one, Coney beat Nokomis in that 3-6 matchup by about 12. So we'll have all 4 of those games for you as well, plus a couple of AA games too. I know Hamden Academy is in action at Chevrolet and boys Class AA North action. So we will have about 9 or 10 games for you tonight, plus analysis, highlight scores, and more updated brackets. So you're going to make sure you want to tune in to Fast Break Tournament Edition at 10 o'clock, followed by Fast Break Extended at 11 on ABC. Anyways, that's it for me right here. Second half is about to start. I'm Tyler Cruz, live in Bangor. Back to you guys in studio.
All right, Tyler, thank you. Can't wait to see how everything plays out. And with the NPA basketball tournament tipping off, businesses all over Bangor are gearing up for the waves of customers headed their way. We met with 2 restaurant owners to see what they're expecting over the weekend.
We expect to see a lot of old friends this weekend.
It is a boost in business.
How big?
I'm going to say maybe 10% over what we usually do.
Definitely some extra people making some extra cash this week. It's a great crowd. A lot of families, a lot of local people, like I said, come out.
The crowds that we're expecting are going to be full of energy, whether their team wins or loses.
I know a lot of businesses downtown, they're putting on extra staff, they're expecting to be packed. Expecting the same thing?
For sure.
Same precautions?
Increasing staff in the kitchen, out front, everywhere.
If we get teams, it'll be pretty busy in here. Of course, along with the teams, we get the parents and the family and friends that come along with them.
It's a great crowd, a lot of families, and that fits what we do here really well. And it's really just a fun weekend. A lot of old friends that we only see a couple times a year stop in for this.
We just hope that everybody has a good day and everybody is safe and sound. We hope that everybody just enjoys themselves and just has a good time.
No doubt with some good food to eat as well. Well, an upcoming benefit concert will help keep local Mainers warm for the remainder of the winter. Soaring prices have made it tough for many people to keep their homes warm. Down East Community Partners set up the Thaw Fund to help folks in Washington and Hancock counties that are in crisis. Finding enough donations, though, for the fund this winter has been more of a challenge. Development Director Sharon Cadis says demand is on track to rise another 200% over last year's figures. And a little bit of a technical glitch there with the rest of that story, but they are putting on a benefit concert and auction at the Grand Theater in Ellsworth on February 25th. The silent auction items include everything from oil changes, hand-woven blankets, and gift certificates to gift baskets and lobster boat tour rides. That sounds like a good one. Secretary of State Shanna Bellows will auction off a Yodel wood stove, and all proceeds go directly to that Thaw Fund. Now, if you can't make the concert, you can donate online at downeastcommunitypartners.org.
Yeah, really great to see them putting that on, and all the great prizes too, auction items as well that are available.
Well, and how scary is that figure? 200% over last year's figures. That is a huge jump, a huge demand for additional funding, and a lot of Mainers at risk. So you really hope that that event accomplishes what it needs to do because people's lives are in jeopardy.
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. We'll be live from the Cross Insurance Center as the 2023 high school basketball tournament is officially underway.
We'll have that story and much more after the break.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
Looking to buy your first RV? Harvey RV and Marine offers a free starter kit with every RV and camper they sell. All the necessities to get you started and a complete orientation on all the features of your new RV. With over 150 years of combined experience outfitting RVs with the most trusted brands, hundreds to choose from, all backed by our certified technicians. Our no-pressure sales team is ready to help. So come see why our business is built on repeat customers. Harvey RV and Marine, Outer Broadway, Bangor.
Put a little more cash in your bank. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Welcome in to Fast Break Tournament Edition, brought to you by Dorsey Furniture and Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts dealer. Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Tyler Cruz here live inside of the Cross Center for the Class B North quarterfinals action. But before we get to any of that, we will send it down to Ryan Sudol, who is at the Augusta Civic Center for the Class A North girls quarterfinals. Ryan, what's going on down there?
Hey, Tyler, thanks. Yes, I'm here at the Augusta Civic Center where Class A North girls tips off today. We've already had one game complete. That was the 3-6 matchup. Coney defeating Skowhegan, 3 beating the 6. 55-44 off a 16-point performance by Abby Laurel. Currently, it is the 2-7 matchup. Lawrence against Erskine Academy. 7 o'clock will be the 4-5 matchup. Camden Hills against Nokomis. And finally, the nightcap, Brewer at 8:30. The 8 seed will face the number 1 seed, Gardner. Of course, Gardner, the favorites in the tournament, 18-0 on the season. But as you and I both know, anything can happen in the tournament. We will have all the highlights from all the games here tonight, later on Fox 22 and ABC 7 at 10 and 11. Tyler, back to you.
Thanks for that, Ryan. We will have all 4 of those highlights for you at 10 and 11 o'clock tonight. As for me right now, it is the middle of the 2-7 game in the Class B North girls quarterfinals. Number 2 Foxcroft leads number 2 Caribou leads number 7 Foxcroft 38-21. Foxcroft at the line right now, 5:49 left in the third quarter. Earlier in the 4 o'clock game, it was MDI and Ellsworth. MDI number 6 trying to pull off the upset. They had a really good run late in that second quarter. They brought it to within about 10. Early in the third quarter, it was a 9-point game. But then Ellsworth just really didn't miss for the rest of the second half. They set a record in a Class B North girls playoff record. 11 made 3-pointers in this one. They would win 68-33. They move into the semifinals, and they'll take on the winner of this one. Behind me right now, Caribou up 16, like we said earlier. And then right after this, Orono and Caribou will play in some boys quarterfinals action. Winner of that one will play the winner of the late night game tonight. Blanking on those opponents, let's check real quick right here. That late night game will be Winslow and Presque Isle. Winslow, the number 2, only 1 loss on the season. Jason Reynolds there lighting it up this year. Something to watch in that one. So I'll be here until about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, and then we will have all those highlights for you on Fox 22 at 10 o'clock. That's it for me right here, though. We will send it to Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast. Conrad?
Thank you so much, Tyler. Our main weather today is brought to you by Varney Ford. Varney Ford in Newport gives 1 full year maintenance on every new and used vehicle they sell. Come visit them and see their huge selection of cars and trucks. The nice car and truck people. What a messy system out there, folks. We had some rain, then some freezing rain, sleet, and now a little bit of snow on the back end. A lot more snow up north. Millinocket and north of that, several inches of snow did pile up, and it is still snowing out there right now. Down south, though, a little bit of rain, and no surprises there. New York City, Boston, still a couple of lingering rain showers, actually. Not snow for them, as temperatures are definitely well above freezing. This system is about to move out of the area, so we will start to clear up very, very shortly, and then we'll have some decrease in cloud cover by tomorrow morning. Then Saturday into Sunday, we're looking pretty nice and clear as temperatures will slowly start to rise once again. All right, so how much are we looking at? Maybe another half an inch of snow here in town, maybe an inch in some spots, same thing across the state, maybe another inch or 2, especially in the eastern part of the state, as this system continues to move out of the area. Winds, though, we do have some breezy conditions out there, blowing out of the north at around 13 miles an hour here in town, 10 in Bar Harbor, Waterville, 17 mile an hour sustained winds, gusts closer to 25 to 30, so it is a little bit breezy out there, folks. But temperatures, not too bad. We did have some 40s, 50s, and on pretty much the eastern coast, New York City, Washington, D.C. Once again, we're in those mild temperatures. But now this cold front's going to continue to push east, and we all cool down. And that is happening right now as we had morning highs pretty much around the freezing mark. Now we are in the 20s. Our average high should be around 32 degrees. So once again, into Saturday, we'll be hovering at around 30. Look at Sunday, though, 40. Surprise, surprise. Look at Monday, 45 degrees once again with some milder air in the forecast. But then we start to cool down, especially by the end of the week. And that 22-degree reading by Thursday, it's actually going to get much colder by next weekend. So get ready for some cooler temperatures, folks. Tonight, some snow showers will be in the area early. Then we'll have some decrease in clouds. Temperatures will get cold, though. We'll be hovering at around 9 degrees, so everything will be freezing up. It is going to be a bit slick out there, folks. So if you have anything planned for tomorrow morning, please slow down and take extra precautions. Tomorrow, though, pretty nice day out there. Near average, around 30 degrees, partly cloudy skies, and a more calmer wind out of the northwest at around 5 to 15 miles per hour. All right, our extended forecast outlook does show a nice looking Sunday. Temperatures around 40 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. Monday, though, we will have a little bit of rain showers in the area. Warmer highs once again in those mid-40s. Cold front comes in, we cool down. Temperatures back into the 30s by Tuesday and Wednesday. Beth and Peter?
All in all, pretty mild.
Yeah, looking pretty nice. Nice to see that sun coming out tomorrow. So, but definitely travel could be a little tricky in the early hours. So
yeah, take extra care. Maybe sleep in. It's Saturday.
Yeah, right. Why not?
Alrighty.
All right. Well, there's more to come after the break. Stay with us.
Tonight's Stock Report is brought to you by Triple S Tax Shop, 315 Hamden Road, Carmel. Come stop by for quality clothing and equestrian gear.
What did you find when you lost the weight?
I found my smile.
I found I could eat, really eat. Jenny just makes it simple. Simple.
Learn how to get a free week of food with purchase. Jenny Craig, lose the weight. Find yourself.
Hood is the cottage cheese lovers love. Start with our award-winning country style. It's delicious on its own, or like this. That. Even, sure. Plus, it's got more protein than hummus and less sugar than yogurt. Then there's Hood's flavors. We expertly blend in real fruit or savory herbs for an unbeatable taste combination you can't recreate at home. Now that's cottage cheese. Hood cottage cheese. Always good, always Hood.
Everyone loves winter fun, and you can take it even farther in a Honda. Experience the season's joys and conquer its challenges with Snow Mode, standard on all Honda SUVs and truck. Honda, Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Overall Brand for 2022. Visit your local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily. Buy online or reserve from select Honda dealers.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA Insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Tonight, the new complicated task.
We don't have any evidence that there has been a sudden increase in the number of objects in the sky.
Can lawmakers make sure none are a threat? More Americans turn to World News Tonight with David Muir, the most watched newscast on television.
Welcome back. The Trust to Conserve Forest Lands today announced that 15 logging firms in Maine, New York, and Vermont have achieved Master Logger certification. The certification comes after meeting rigorous standards for professionalism and attention to detail. Master loggers in Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont can receive reduced workers' compensation and insurance costs as a result.
Master loggers are shown to be safer than other logging contractors. And so we also have a discounted loan program through several banks here in Maine with the Maine Forest Service. That's also another benefit. So there's multiple benefits, and we want to increase, find more as we go, and also increase the awareness and outreach of the program so people recognize them for their high level of professionalism.
And finally tonight, if you're looking to do something this weekend, you might want to give ice fishing a try. It's free fishing weekend here in Maine, so any person, except those whose license has been suspended or revoked, can fish without a license. Officials with the Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife say it's a great time to grab the family or friend and get outdoors. They do stress the importance of making sure the ice is safe. They also suggest bringing a warm meal or drink and make sure everyone dresses warm. They say football, cornhole, and ice skates can make the time between the flags just as fun as catching the fish. It certainly can be a lot of fun, especially when you're in good company. I think that is what it's all about.
That's really like an interesting sort of mental picture. You're out on the ice, all the shacks around you, and you've even got a cornhole game going in addition to the ice fishing. That is just winter recreation at its finest.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a flat surface. It's perfect.
Just don't let the little beanbag thing go into the fishing hole.
Exactly.
Right. All right. Well, take care. Be good night.
Good night, everyone.